Welcome back to Real Geek Media. Thank you for sticking with us. If you enjoyed our review of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, thank you for hanging around. We're going to be talking about weird and funny news stories. I am Hayden Stoll. We're here with Christopher Michael Blake and our very special guest, Robert Aduato, who is muted. Just in
I'm
case.
muted. My dogs are barking.
Gotcha.
My grandpa fell down the stairs. They're trying to let me know. We got to get on with the show, guys. We're busy.
Oh, there we go.
Robert, I'm glad you're a pet person. Maybe you'll appreciate this first story for tonight.
Okay.
Doesn't deal with dogs, though, but it involves Russia and cats.
Uh-oh.
Cat the Crumb. Have you guys seen this?
No.
Worldwide, it's trending. It's going viral. This is the Haktwa moment for Russian cats.
Haktwa.
Yeah, all right. Apparently, in Russia, there was a 38-pound cat named Crumbs. He was found in a hospital basement. He was eating cookies and soup that the workers would feed him. And the cat ballooned up. It ballooned up to 38 pounds. And they got a picture of the cat here.
I think I did see that picture.
Whoa.
I had no idea it was new though. This was new news. Wow,
yes, this is
incredible.
New. This is new news. Look, we don't. By the way, all these news stories that we go over here tonight, we don't make these up. These are not fake that we come up with on our own. These are legitimate, reputable news sources that we find in the news, and all we do is read the article and we give our opinion.
Yeah.
Non-political, of course. So, what do you do with an overweight cat, Hayden?
Oh, man. There was a joke there, but I'm going to let that one go.
No, say it.
No.
Hayden.
I'm not going to say it. I mean, keeping it out of Springfield, Ohio for starters.
That'd feed a family of 15.
Well, in Russia, they don't do that. They send it to fat camp.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, they sent Cat the Crumbs to fat camp. And which includes like hydrotherapy, where they get the cat moving with water. They shave its belly so it can kind of try to move around a little bit better. But what's the cat do? He's not put on a special diet. He tries to escape.
Ooh.
However, the cat didn't make it too far and got caught in the foot hanger. And couldn't get its head up out of there.
Wow.
Because he was so fat.
Looks like he's on a rotisserie bar there.
Garfield.
Oh, yeah, Garfield Plus. So, yes, Cat the Crumbs tried to make his escape, and he did not make it too far. So, yeah, they're currently just trying to they're trying to get him down in weight right now. So, everybody, just Cat the Crumbs. If you happen to see him in viral, he's on X, he's on YouTube.
Does he have his own page? Like his own handle?
I don't think so. Again, Russian doesn't really kind of translate.
Yeah, they're missing out on some money there.
They're trying to get him down to a normal weight. Yeah. So again, not everything here is about sex jokes and everything. We're animal people here too.
Yeah.
I feel like this
animals.
Sarah McLachlan song should play right there.
Look, if you would like to donate to us here at Real Geek Media, we will not give that money to Crumbs because he eats too much already. We would take that money and we would go ahead and use it to help promote Crumbs' podcast here. Yeah. But we would be happy to talk about him at length. Right, Hayden?
That's right.
We would make sure he does not get nickel one because he's already way overfed from cookies and diabetes, and Wilford Brimley's probably visiting him over there.
Diabetes.
Yes, that's correct. Hayden, I have to ask, when was the last time you put your finger up your nose?
I mean, while we were on break.
Yeah.
Did you get a good one out?
Yeah, and a fortune.
What did the fortune say? Diabetes?
It said, congratulations. You picked a winner.
I walked into that one.
Yep.
So believe it or not, 26 years ago, an Arizona man, when he was a young child, he was 6 years old, got a tiny piece of Lego stuck up his nose. One of the tiny little pieces.
Yeah.
Went right up there. So what did he do? He took one of the heads off his Lego pieces and tried to get it out that way.
Oh, of course.
And that got stuck up there.
I don't believe
His
it.
mom came over with the tweezers at 6 years old and got the head out, thinking that was the only piece. Not understanding that there's this other smaller piece in there. But for 26 years, Arizona man, Ben Haddock.
I gotta stop you. All I'm picturing is the scene from Total Recall where he's
It's a tumor. It's not a tumor. It's a piece of Lego. So Ben Haddock's been having all these respiratory issues for 26 years. Not really he's been to several people to help him. He doesn't know why he's having all these problems. And they're telling him, when you get into the shower in Arizona because of the heat, try blowing your nose to try to get all that snot and stuff out. What do you think comes out after 26 years?
Boogers.
The Lego.
The piece of Lego. Good answer, Hayden. 26-year-old Lego. He spit it up out of his snot. I'm assuming it was green, but that's, But he had suffered several health problems as a result of this, including asthma and sleep apnea. Now he has no issues whatsoever. Yeah, he was first diagnosed with obstructive sleep apnea. And this Lego piece was the culprit the whole time. 26 years of breathing problems.
We have footage.
I'm ready.
Wow. There he is. Get that Lego piece out.
When you hear the crunch,
You're
you're there.
there.
Just be careful. It's my head too.
I
He's
make the
wearing
same sounds when I'm on the
got the
toilet.
He's got the Lego. He's got it.
He's wearing the Harry Potter turban.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
It was red. I had no idea.
There we go. He did it.
Wow.
There's the answer. It was a red Lego.
Red Lego. It's a classic.
Hayden, do you happen to know where you could go to listen to
You can go to Mars.
What's the website you could go to listen to off the wall comedy on YouTube?
That's our website. realgeekmedia.com.
And if you wanted to promote there on Legos, for example, I'm not trying to put any kind of connotation out there. If you were a company for $30, could Lego come on here and promote their products?
They sure enough can.
And would we be willing to play clips of?
We'll put them up
Hayden-
our noses.
Well, you can. I would laugh at it, but yes, that would be the whole. Yeah, if you want, maybe I'll put them in my ears. I don't know, or that would maybe work for me. But we would be willing to do these stupid stunts for $30. It's basically, I'm willing to prostitute myself for $30 a month to give you guys content and to promote your products. Lego, if you're listening out there, this is family holistic value. A lot of kids listen to this; they shouldn't, but
We're big in Denmark.
And Brussels.
And
In
Brussels.
Germany, we have, that's not kidding. We actually have an audience that's nationwide, not only
Wow.
here in the United States, but in Europe, in Canada, Brazil, Hawaii.
Right.
We're cross transnational at this point.
Wow.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Look, RRS feed that does wonderful things for our business. They won't let us advertise yet, but we'll get there for sponsorships.
Pretty soon.
Lego.
That's
Give us a
what-
call, Lego.
It beats
Shameless
Chipotle.
plug.
Chipotle never even got back to us.
Yeah. And we gave them a big plug.
Did you?
That's all right. Oh, look,
Like a
I had
Diddy's
Hayden
plug.
dressed up in the whole burrito suit, and I was going to chase him around with the whip.
A burrito suit.
It's welcome to the Diddy party.
Oh, yeah. Hayden, right now we need to talk about Coil and Fang.
Let's
It's a mixture of Sherlock Holmes meets Mission Impossible. The Coil and Fang books are written by award-winning author Robert Aduato, who's right in front of us.
That's me.
there he is.
The books are full of high stakes and fast action. When Cheryl Coyne is left for dead by her ex-fiance, she's vowed to bring him to justice. Fang is an assassin vampire created in the lab to be an unstoppable killing machine. Together, they take on powerful enemies to save the lives of the innocents.
Yep.
4 books out in the series. There's a 5th one coming.
Fifth
You
coming.
don't want to miss this series. It's exciting. It's action-packed. It's full of mystery, drama, suspense.
Yep.
You don't want to miss this one.
And if you go to colinfing.com, you sign up, you get a free book. You get a free book in the series.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way to go right there.
Let's do this.
Wow, that's amazing.
Everybody internationally, that's the best price, free.
You're speaking my kind of language here.
Way to go.
Hayden, we've been covering world competitions. Last or 2 weeks ago, we covered the gravy competition in England.
Yes. That was wild.
Would you be surprised to know that there's an 8-foot stage, fittingly titled Toadium, out there?
What is it?
Toadium.
Toadium.
Oh,
Toadium.
yeah. Where contestants start off in a toe wrestling competition.
Toe wrestling
for 28 years in Wetton, Derbyshire. Started in 1974. I wanted to get you the clip of this, but it was just so boring. I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm like,
this is technical wrestling.
Yeah.
I need tacks and I need barbed wire and chairs.
They got this fat guy on here, right? And I don't want to say he's fat, but I'm plump, right? I'm plump. He's holding, but of course you got the toe jam and everything else. This guy's exercise regimen, okay?
Potato chips on the couch.
Ho-hos nearby.
Some ding-dongs.
No, he trains with weights on his ankles to do stretches and toe wrestle with my partner Ruth as much as possible over the year. Yeah. Most people don't realize how much skill is actually required in the sport, but there's more core strength and muscle than people understand. Of course, they got him sitting there with the Doritos.
He might as well
and the weight with his foot.
Yeah, Tony Soprano with a bowl of ice cream.
Yeah.
Watching the History Channel.
But he wrestles his wife's foot?
Well, his wife is also a wrestler as well.
Okay.
And basically,
let's talk. Where's she at? Let's talk about her. I don't even. Why am we even?
Oh, you don't want to see her? Believe me.
No. Again, okay, now I do. I absolutely.
No. There's a 30-second clip, and it's like why am I watching this? It's not even like entertaining.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, Hayden, they get sponsorships for this. They got Ben and Jerry's out there. Why can't we get Ben and Jerry's?
Ben and Jerry's to do what?
These people sponsor their toe wrestling competition. This has been going on since 1974.
Wow.
How much do you think Ben and Jerry's kicks in here?
45
cents.
Look, it doesn't matter how much they're trying to chip in.
That's right.
Fans are coming from countries like India, Japan, and Canada to see this whole competition.
Yeah.
They're even trying to have toe wrestling as the Olympic sport of the Olympics.
I'm sure they are.
I mean, I could just see Saturday night viewership.
This guy, Woodruff.
Switzerland versus India.
Recently, this was in Paris to promote this whole thing and to try to get worldwide recognition and try to get into. He says if breakdancing can be in there, why can't toe wrestling?
Yeah.
But
he's not wrong with that. I mean,
if you're going to do any of it, why not thumb wrestling?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like toe wrestling is just like not nearly as action-packed as thumb wrestling.
Well, I feel like it's a different kind of action that we're not thinking of. You know, if it was like black and white film, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, with some saxophone music, some cinematic lighting,
careless whisper.
Now, careless whisper going. Now, give me
sweep the leg, sweep the leg,
sweep the leg, Johnny.
Oh boy. Put him in a body bag.
2 feet. Somebody pours what do you call that? Baby oil, and now then goes a slow motion. I got this figured out. I'll call you guys.
Yeah.
I'll call you guys next week.
I need to take a 15-minute break.
Woo. Oh, you give me 14 minutes and 45 seconds. Too long.
Oh, we kidding.
But hey, I'll work with it.
We kidding.
So, what do you do to people that you don't like, Robert? Like, if you got a neighbor who's annoying you, or you kind of got that guy, that nosy neighbor across the street who just won't leave you alone. He's always looking out the window at you. What would you typically do?
Me,
like that?
I'd probably walk around my house naked, like out in the yard, just butt naked, just to make sure he doesn't look over here anymore. But they keep doing that. And then the police show up. I don't get it. I'm like, this is my yard. This is America, isn't it? Am I wrong?
So you would not take gallons of your own urine and throw it at his doorstep?
No, urine is precious in my where I live. No, I would absolutely not do that. We have storehouses full of. No, we wouldn't do that.
This is from shepherdexpress.com. This is, some people yell, some people throw things or shut down when they get mad, but not Dr. Giovanni Bolla, according to court records in St. Petersburg, Florida. Of course, it's Florida. It's always Florida. On 2 separate occasions, the good doctor expressed his ire with another doctor by dousing the latter's office doors in gallons of fluid that smelled suspiciously like urine. Court documents say the liquid soaked into the front doors, causing irreparable damage. So imagine showing up to your office practice and what's that smell? It smells like bleach.
How do they dump it in? How did that happen? Like it was delivered to their place, or
I think he just went up and kind of threw the buckets of it up there. And then,
okay, man, that's like collateral damage. That's he's horrible. Taking some shrapnel.
The victim's practice suffered $6,000 on losses in addition to $1,500 to replace the doors. Dr. Bolla was arrested and charged with felony count of criminal mischief, but released after paying a $5,000 bond.
Wow.
Unsurprisingly, Bolla doesn't exactly have a clean rap sheet. In 2003, he was fined $10,000 and reprimanded by the Board of Medicine for a number of standard of care violations, including improperly prescribing medication for a telehealth client that he never physically examined. Yeah. So, Hayden, if you happen to have a neighbor that you don't like when they're not around and they don't have security cameras, just, take your dog's piss and
just sitting there filling up the super soaker, drinking a lot of water.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Robert, when's the last time you've been to Thailand?
Thailand?
Yes.
I freaking wish I knew. I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun. It depends, though, what we're talking. What kind of?
Well, have you ever used the bathroom in Thailand?
No, not yet.
Well, India's Declan Herald reported on August 22nd, what started as a routine trip to the bathroom ended up with a python who reached up out of the toilet and bit one of his testicles.
Yeah, I believe it.
So he says, I felt something biting my balls, which was very painful. So I put my hands in. What would your reaction be after you caught a python lashed onto your nutsack?
That's horrible. I'll tell you what. I hate when that happens.
I think I'd be running around the house like, with my pants around. I'd probably fall on my face because my pants would be around,
Yeah.
But no,
wait,
this guy here,
hold on. Why are you wearing pants in the bathroom? You wear pants in the bathroom?
Well,
that's weird.
I leave them around my ankles. I mean, it's kind of.
They help absorb the liquid.
Okay.
I gotta hide the diaper. I gotta hide the diaper.
All right,
my life. The Depends, don't really kind of work.
Yeah.
But this guy, I'll tell you what, this guy's got balls of steel. So he reaches down into the toilet, grabs the python off his nutsack, and begins whapping it on the head with a toilet brush until it dies and releases its grip.
Wow.
You can't make this up. Again, this is the Shepherd Express. I didn't write the story. This guy then drives himself to the hospital for a tetanus shot where the doctors there in Thailand, which I'm sure they've seen a lot of STDs and other kinds of sexual diseases, tell him, well, the injury's not too bad. There's no stitches. Here's a tetanus shot and have a good day.
Wow.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, that sounds like, again, like, I spent so many years taking reports, and I would just be like, okay, you pretty much just whacking off with your snake. I get it. All right. It's a python, sir. We get it. Anyway. I'd be like, what the heck?
That was a good one, yeah. That's a good one. Hayden, you kind of broke this story during one of our first early podcasts. It was about the Finland fake horse competitions.
Oh, yes. The riding around on the little stick horses. Yes.
Robert, have you seen this? This is an actual sport now.
Okay.
Hobby horse.
Hobby horse.
That's correct. Yeah. Yes. Where people have doll horse heads mounted on sticks and they pretend that they're actual horses and they go around a course and they get judged.
Like race and all that?
Riding. Yes.
Okay.
Professional racing and best in style, best in class, and
Okay.
best
jump-
pretending.
They actually
do
I like
jump.
it.
They jump over obstacles.
Well, of course they would.
Yes.
Why? Yeah.
And,
Racing.
you know, but this sport is now expanded to Germany as well. And they recently had their first hobby horse racing championship in Germany,
Oh.
where roughly 300 riders and 20 adults enrolled. And they're watched by basically 1,500 people.
Wow, that's a huge following.
It's wild how popular this is.
This
This is in Frankfurt. Yeah. Hundreds of
Sponsored
young
by
riders.
Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's. Yeah.
Look,
Favor.
they have hundreds of young riders competing in jump timing, jump style, jumping.
Well,
and
hold on a
dress each
second.
other.
You said young. I mean, like, what are they? Kids? Or are they adults?
Teenagers.
Oh, they're
Teenagers.
teenagers. Oh,
Not
that's
young
fun.
teenagers either, like 16, 17, 18.
Okay.
You have a driver's license.
Put that damn horse away. Get to work.
Put the horse back in the closet. Drive the Toyota.
It sounds wacky, but honestly, I think it's good, clean fun.
They have dressage for their wooden horse sticks.
Yeah.
And they got a picture here of
No, don't show any pictures. Oh, okay. It's just an actual. Okay. You're talking about.
She's
first you're talking about pythons, and now you're talking about a horse.
No. This is the
Oh,
horse. This is the horse. We're on the horse story here.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah,
Mostly
15-year-old
female or male?
mostly females.
Oh,
There's an atmosphere where everybody's just happy for you, and I think that's really cool.
yeah.
Said Max Goad, a 15-year-old competitor from Gifhorn, Germany.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's wacky.
The pastime has exploded in popularity through social media during the height of the coronavirus pandemic and has been highlighting female empowerment for the enthusiasts. They got a better picture here.
Yeah, there
Wow.
you go.
Yeah.
Getting up over that bar.
Yeah, that, and you can make your own, right? You could probably decorate it.
Yeah.
Why would you not go with a dinosaur? That'd be my question. I would have
Oh
a
my
dinosaur
gosh.
up there.
Oh, we lost Robert. That's
Oh,
all right.
no.
We're gonna.
The dinosaur got him, I think. Or maybe it was the python.
There he is.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Here we are. What happened? When did I leave? I had no idea. All of a sudden,
He
Go
was
ahead.
so offended by this hobby horse dinosaur
get me the F out of here.
conglomeration. He's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
There's a bridge too far.
Yeah. This is it.
It looks like it's funny to look at it first. It says one of the participants. It's a really strenuous sport. It's a mixture of athletics and gymnastics. You need to be in really good shape for it, says Andreas Karasek, managing director of public relations for the German Hobby Horse Racing Association.
And we're sure this isn't written by SNL writers, huh?
No,
Okay.
this
This is a real thing.
they got a whole picture of all the participants out here waiting for their turn.
Yeah, that's AI. Anyway. This is fantastic. I love this segment, man. Where do you find this stuff?
This one gets even worse.
Worse.
It does. It gets bad here. It's all toilet humor from here on in.
Finally.
Hayden, is there no worse feeling in the world than potentially going in for sex with your mate and being told to wear a condom? I mean, it's like the worst, right? It's like, oh, I got to put this thing on. And they're trying to flap it on and try to get out of the pouches. It's awkward, right? But now there's a reason for you to decline wearing one. So if you're a male out there trying to figure out how to get around wearing a condom, you can now tell your lover that Trojan condoms contain toxic forever chemicals linked to cancer. This is a true story, by the way.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
This is
troublesome.
from the New York Post. A new lawsuit on Monday claims that Trojan condoms are not safe because they contain toxic forever chemicals which have been linked to cancer.
Troublesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Based on the label, he reasonably believed the product was safe for use on his genitalia, the complaint said. However, it contains organic fluorine, which is practically non-existent outside its man-made chemicals. It contains PFAS chemicals, which can harm contact. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, this is not safe at all. Basically, they're found in hundreds of consumer and commercial products, including cosmetics, nonstick pans, and stain-resistant clothing. They became known as forever chemicals because they did not break down easily in the human body or environment. Of course, the complainant is seeking $5 million in damages.
Of course.
Yeah.
At least.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be
And,
like, look, buddy, you want sex or not? Yes or no? Put it on. Let's go.
PFAS has been linked to negative health effects, including higher cholesterol, lower birth weights, reduced antibody response to vaccine, as well as kidney and testicular cancer. So the next time your lover asks you to put on that condom, why don't you tell her to go put an IPU in?
Wow.
Yeah.
Lower
Again.
birth rates. I feel like they're doing their job. Like, hey, you're wearing this because you do not want children. So where am I? Yeah. You're going to have to knock off like $1.5 million just with that fact alone.
Imagine you're coming home, Hayden, tomorrow after work. It's been a long day. And you happen to see a couple in your driveway getting down and having sex.
In the driveway.
In your driveway. Well, you would say you must live in Michigan because a couple busted on Ring camera having sex in random family's driveway in broad daylight.
I mean, you couldn't
New York Post.
wait.
Your own driveway?
Yeah.
Somebody else's driveway. Yes, just outside Detroit. A couple were filmed jumping out of the car before both pulled down their pants. And the pair, and of course the person whose home it was got the notification on their Ring doorbell that, hey, someone's outside your house.
Right.
They weren't that far away. They pulled up in and they see this couple out there having a good old time.
There's
They're
live
bent
pictures.
over the car. Oh,
Wow.
yeah. So, of course,
Was he wearing a condom?
I was not there. This does not
Fair
say.
question. Fair question.
Uh,
She should have chimed in on Ring and said, "Do you know the risks involved?"
Yeah.
Low birth weight.
That's true. Hey, guys. For what was it called? Forever Chemicals?
oh, yes. PFAS. Yes.
I feel like you almost have to chime in with the microphone on the Ring in that scenario. You almost have to.
Yeah.
What do you say, though?
Hmm.
You either cheer them on, you give them pointers, or
Yeah.
You tell them to pull
Tell me-
out? I mean, what? I mean,
No, I keep going. Hey, I got a timer on you, buddy. You're at 9 seconds. Keep going.
office
Shoot.
people.
Or even I'd be like, hey, is that Sarah? Hey, you were just here last night with some other guy. Let's see how long this gun lasts. Like I would do something like that.
look, my question is, you can't find like a Walmart parking lot to go to. You got to be pulling somebody else's driveway to go do this.
When you
I
gotta
mean,
go,
I've
you gotta go.
never. I mean, you couldn't get into the back seat of the car. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
I don't. There was no Wendy's around. I mean, come on.
Wendy's.
Sir,
I'm trying to get business.
Dave
more
Thomas
product
looking down
names.
on the Wendy's parking lot.
Yeah.
Even after this person pulls up to the house, the owner of the house, the couple keeps on continuing. Yeah. They found out about this when the 13-year-old son, who's at school, got a notification that there was a package being delivered to the house. So of
Not
course
the
he checks it
package he
and
was looking
sees.
for.
It was a package, all right.
Yes, he puts. Yeah.
So what happened?
The cops came out and they were unable to locate the couple. Of course, they had already fled the scene at that.
They're in the backyard, in the back patio.
Did they look on the roof?
If you thought that couldn't be topped, then you're not from Washington, D.C. Oh, this one takes the cake. This is the story of the day, I think, here. It's from the New York Post. Cops hunt for man caught on camera performing jaw-dropping sex act with a cucumber in D.C.
Ay. That poor cucumber.
Oh, so
VeggieTales.
it's hard to stomach footage. The suspect is shown slipping through a hole in the Catherine Baker's fence Friday, then putting a vegetable from a lunchbox in her driveway, according to the Washington City paper. The creep has an unlit cigarette in his mouth and looks cool as you know what as he affixes the cylindrical veggie to the car's grill. Surveillance camera footage posted on Reddit shows. He then pulls down his pants and bends over and commits the rotten act, which the DC news outlet describes as cucumber sodomy, pausing only briefly when a car drives through a nearby alley.
He pauses.
He has the cucumber in his hand.
Oh my gosh.
You can't
How
fuck
big
this
is
up. I didn't take the girth of the width on it. Once he's finished, the cucumber canoodler lights a cigarette, returns the vegetable to a lunchbox, and leaves. Baker said she noticed traces of cucumber on her car, so she checked security footage and was gobsmacked to find the bad apple getting frisky with himself.
There you go. Oh my gosh.
I wonder what fabulous.
Hello.
Yeah, that needs to be a coloring book.
My question is why you're not showing this guy's face at this point. I mean, is there a particular reason? I don't know.
It's what do you think? P. Diddy.
Well, the police have since taken notice of the viral video and are searching for the culprit who committed the lewd, indecent, and obscene acts in public. Metropolitan Police Department said in a press release. But I don't know why they don't put the guy's face out there.
Yeah.
Or the cucumber. What's left of it?
Well, it's At least he took the cucumber with him and put it back in his lunchbox. I mean, that's important for today.
It's in the salad. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's in the salad, all right. Hayden, imagine you're at lowest point in your life. And you're tired. And you're tired and you can't take any more of these cucumber jokes.
Right.
And you get up on top of a bridge and you're just thinking to yourself, I'm going to end it today.
Oh, gosh.
I can't do this anymore. I just can't live. This life's not going for me the way I wanted it to. Only to have God answer your prayers and send you the one person who can talk you down. Who would that person be?
Be John Bon Jovi.
Wow.
Man, yes.
Living on a prayer.
TMZ, John Bon Jovi, take my hand.
I saw that.
We'll make it, I swear. Yes.
That was incredible. Yeah, watch the video, man. That was so
Again, these are all
heartwarming.
true stories. I don't make this stuff up here on the show. Yeah, John Bon Jovi convinces a woman not to jump off a bridge.
That was incredible.
At least he wasn't singing Blaze of Glory.
Blaze. Did she recognize him? And she's like, oh, John Bon Jovi? Or is it more like somebody reached out to her? Does it say?
We'll get there.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. Apparently, he was filming a music video for his song People's House on the John Dengler-Hathler pedestrian bridge in Music City around 6 p.m. And JBJ noticed a woman in need of help. A woman appears to be ready to jump off the famed bridge, but Bon Jovi approaches her and speaks to her, convincing her not to end her life. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ, Bon Jovi routinely deals with people in crisis, from hunger to homelessness, among other issues, through his work and foundation, the JBJ Soul Foundation. He has extensive training in speaking with individuals experiencing a crisis, but he did what anyone would have done in that situation. He even helps the woman over the side of the railing with assistance from another bystander who appears to be talking to the woman. Yeah, that doesn't say in here whether she recognized him or not.
Yeah.
But
that was incredible, though.
we
humanity restored, man.
Not everything here is sex jokes and
Right.
shootings and everything else and crime. We deal with the down to the root causes of issues, including what is the number one dangerous spot in America, Hayden? We've talked about this place every 2 weeks. They refuse to come on here.
It's McDonald's.
And McDonald's, absolutely.
Waffle House.
That's our next story. Believe it or not.
No, I do believe it.
I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Memphis man arrested after shooting at Clinton Highway McDonald's. This is from thewait.com. Knoxville, Tennessee. A Memphis man is facing multiple aggravated assault charges after Knoxville police say is accused of shooting people at McDonald's on Clinton Highway Wednesday evening. According to KDPD police, arrived at the restaurant. The officers located the man, Antonio Fontaine, of 47, of Memphis, in a parking lot with a loaded handgun. KDP said the employee at McDonald's told police that he heard 5 or 6 shots being fired and saw Fontaine fire shots into the McDonald's. He was also accused of pointing a handgun at multiple McDonald's employees as they attempted to run from safety from the store. This is like Grand Theft Auto, right? And apparently the guy was a bad shot because no one was injured, apparently. Knoxville police said it's believed Fontaine was involved in a domestic-related shooting before he arrived at McDonald's. So what do you do after abusing your spouse? I'm going to go to McDonald's. I'm going to go to McDonald's. No injuries were reported. He was charged with possession of a weapon by a convicted felon, 5 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of reckless endangerment, 2 counts of simple possession. I'm sure he'll be out next week.
Yeah, that was the joke when we were with these cases that we were, the guy's going to be done. He's going to be out before we're done with the paper, writing paper. And that was just so typical.
As Robert already guessed, it's from New York Post. North Carolina Waffle House employee shot dead by hangry customer.
Yeah.
They got it, the hangry on there. That wasn't my joke. That was theirs. Hangry customer.
New
They
York
threw
Post.
the Charles Barkley in there, yeah.
They're wordsmiths at New York Post. Came up with that one.
A disgruntled North Carolina Waffle House customer grew hangry, a new meaning after he murdered a teenage employee who was taking too long with his food.
Oh, that's
teenager, man.
The crazed maniac entered the Laurenburg Waffle House around 12:42 a.m. on Friday and placed his order before becoming increasingly agitated and verbally abusive towards employees as his meal was being prepared. Police said Burrell Dawson Locklear, 18, was shot when the customer fired 2 shots at the chain restaurant after he received his not-so-happy meal. Once the food was provided to the suspect walked toward the Chevrolet, turned and fired 2 shots. So he got his food. It's just, look. Turned and fired 2 shots in the direction of the business, striking Locklear. Locklear was then pronounced dead. They don't say if they got the guy or not who did it. I don't,
Yeah,
it's awful.
That's too bad.
I tell you, it's not safe to go for fast food. Again, it cost me $26 for Happy Meals today on Cheeseburger Day. But,
Nobody walks away happy.
No.
They gave her a cool Croc toy though. I gotta give her that. It was like because it was like a play on the word Crocs with Ray Kroc. I thought that was entertaining. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hayden, what's the new way that people are advertising today? Like if you were to put an advertisement in the worst place possible, and I'm not talking about realgeekmedia.com. I'm talking about the worst place possible that you would just get in your, you would get into and you'd be like, why am I here? I'm stuck having to listen to this.
Foot wrestling.
Now you're trapped.
Foot wrestling would be the worst possible place.
Well, that would be one of them. But what about in your car?
Okay. On the sides of my car?
No, inside your car, when you go to turn your car on, ads would start popping up and playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like on your screen, your GPS screen?
It's like I'm listening to the radio.
This is coming from NewYorkPost.com. Inside the futuristic new way to take your money, ads inside your car.
Oh.
The car of the future will use in-vehicle cameras to see who is on board, and if it's not scary enough nor willing enough, use that information to induce carefully curated ads in partnership with big business.
How buckle my seatbelt? Sorry, I can't do that.
Expect it to suggest they stop for Happy Meals after picking up the kids from school. So now they know when you have your kids. And it capitalized on pester powder to convince people to spend money on games, apps, and digital customization of new vehicles.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Ford made headlines recently when it took out a patent for in-car advertising that included the ability to eavesdrop on passengers and tailor their content to their conversations. Included the ability to understand the user's tolerance for a particular advertisement account. So in other words, you're sitting there saying, if I have to listen to this McDonald's commercial one more time, well, no, to stop playing that, they'll play Wendy's instead.
That's scary.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort, and on their end, I think it's brilliant. Like, I don't know, it's an untapped market. Like, I mean, I'm sure they can't wait to implement that.
But it's funny, like, when you're scrolling through your phone on social media, and you were talking about McDonald's earlier, and you're hitting up like McDonald's ad, because they're listening already.
Yeah.
They already have that in like your phone.
Yep.
So
they're listening now. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Tao, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this. It's like a Superman last name. A strategist at an in-tech car company told us that in-car camera systems, such as the driver distraction cameras that cause headaches for brands such as Mitsubishi, will most certainly be used for commercial purposes. Let's just say you're on a trip from Sydney to Melbourne and you're with the wife and kids. It can personalize the experience setting for the right temperature level because you're with the kids. The preferences change, as well as music playlists. And they give you a picture here where they're identifying all the people in the car and what they're going to like and what they don't like.
What was that movie? I mean, this is it's circling around, right? You remember Tom Cruise? It was
Minority Report.
Minority Report. Remember, they got off the subway and like it would just scan their face and like it would just start talking to you and showing. Then they all have like an eye thing, or I don't remember.
Yeah.
But like your ads tailored to you, and that was like freaking 20 years ago or something.
Yeah.
And here we are. Yeah.
They will also make recommendations for authenticating payment based on facial imprint. Do you need a restroom? Same thing. The car can sit there now and make a recommendation for you to do that. Yeah.
Wow.
So, again, this is not, it's all investment technologies and stuff like that. But, yeah, it's subscription-based and everything else. But,
My wife would be all like, how come your car keeps talking about Hooters? What do you, I go, honey, I don't know. My friend came in here. He's playing a prank on me. I have no clue why I'm getting Hooters commercials all the time.
This is from the New York Post. New species of horror wasp discovered in the U.S. We didn't think it was real, scientists admit. A bee in your bonnet has nothing on a wasp in your belly. Mississippi scientists have discovered a new species of wasp that lays eggs and living flies so the babies burst out of their bellies.
Oh, wow.
Alien.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. At the time, we didn't think it was real. The study's lead author, Logan Moore, a biologist at Mississippi State University, told Live Science. The females of the interspecies infiltrator, dubbed Centrius perlmani, reproduce by driving their hypodermic-like ovipositor, the stinger, and stinger wasps, into the fruit fly's abdomen to deposit its eggs. Now, my question to you is, how are they catching these flies? Because I could barely catch a fly with a fly swatter.
Yeah, but you'll be able to get a wasp with it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's a great question.
So, it's the embryo then hatches into its tiny, silky tailed larva, which develops inside the still living host for about 18 days before erupting out of the side of its abdomen, including a fatal stomach ache.
Wow.
Just to add an additional layer of horror, the fly will normally remain alive for several hours after that. The wasp's grisly manner of reproduction has earned its comparisons to the xenomorphs in the movie Alien.
Yes.
Moore couldn't initially believe his eyes. If you detect thousands of flies, you will see some things that are strange and odd, and you'll never see them again.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought that was such an, interesting type of wasp. But there's a vampire wasp in the Amazon.
Ooh.
Again, from the New York Post. This is last October 12th, 2023. Terrifying new vampire wasps discovered in the Amazon. They sting, suck blood, and then they eat their prey from the inside out.
Oh, man.
And now for some horrifying news, just in time for the spooky season.
What are you talking about? That was horrifying news. Too many Christmas. I am sorry for interrupting so much.
No, you're fine.
Michael keeps looking up, or Chris keeps looking up at me. Sorry about that. I'll stop.
Scientists in South America have discovered a new species of wasp that stings, sucks blood, and otherwise feasts on their prey from the inside out by depositing larvae underneath the victim's skin. Yeah, the creepy bright yellow creature can grow up to 0.7 of an inch, an abnormally large head. It got a nod from his name, Capito, which is Spanish name for someone with a big head. So I might be Capito. I don't know. Some good news, however, humans are on the high list of the living beings likely to fall prey to this creature. Caterpillars, beetles, and spiders appear to be preferred. The female species of the wasp will deposit a single egg inside the host by piercing it with her stinger. After a few days, the offspring will continue to develop inside their host, only emerging once they've grown into fully formed adult wasps. Now, this article kind of goes into frogs after that. Now, if you're a female frog and you don't want to mate with a particular male frog, what do?
Uh-oh.
You file a restraining order. I don't know. What do you do?
Hayden, your guess?
I mean, it's like Frogger. How fast can you hop across the street?
You don't provide it with one of those condoms? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, apparently frogs, it's been discovered, in order to avoid sexual interactions because they mate for life, have recently
Sounds
found
like
out
my wife.
to fend off unwanted male attention. They pretend to be dead.
Yeah. Also,
Yes.
also my wife. Yes.
Yes. Yes. But to the surprise of researchers, female frogs have tactics to escape by rolling over and playing dead. Yeah.
They're more human than we thought.
Yeah. Works for me. It's like every other girl in high school. All right, I'll leave.
2 stories left. This one's from apnews.com. We must have went to the same high school, by the way. This has made national headlines, by the way. Did you see this? A man convicted of assaulting a child tries to flee the courthouse in Maine. And apparently none of the bailiffs do anything, but 2 jurors and a detective run after him and go catch him.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Yes. Nicholas Carter, 31, on Wednesday, ran out of the courthouse while handcuffed after being found guilty of aggravated assault against a 14-month-old child.
Oh my gosh.
A series of videos shows Carter racing down the hallway in the courthouse. Can you get that video there, Hayden? While still in handcuffs and dodging an individual who attempts to block him. Additional video shows Carter running across a parking lot and eventually appearing to trip and fall in the yard where 2 jurors and a detective apprehend him.
But the bailiffs didn't. Now I was a bailiff for a few years, and
Wow, okay.
I would have been the first one, man, jumping up. There should have been actually somebody right behind him. I mean, that's what we did. Like seriously, like, you know what I mean? So that's not going to happen. However, you know, things happen, I suppose.
What's the name of the story?
Juror detained man fleeing Maine courthouse. Handcuffs. You got a video on that?
Yeah. Gonna get it. 1 second.
I'll give you props, Hayden. I ain't prepare you for that one.
No, that's all right. We
Just
got
kind of threw it out there. It was like, change
on.
up.
coming right up.
You're taking too long. Let me start shooting.
Hmm.
Look at that move. Oh,
Wow.
get him on the Eagles.
Wow.
Saquon ain't got nothing on me.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
How's
But
this
he's
guy not
hit-
on the professional football team at this point?
Now, where is this? What city?
Maine. This is in Maine. It didn't particularly say a.
Yeah. And he's handcuffed in the front, which is bizarre.
You never handcuff anybody in the front, but unless you got
Oh,
the Martin chain on him.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
asking for
He's
this.
down. He's down.
Oh, there we go.
I only see 4 people chasing. Where are the rest of everybody at?
This
Yeah.
one's coming in hot.
At least, you know what? Though? I give him credit. At least he's trying.
I'll
At least
get
he's
there.
trying. At least he responded. I give him credit for just responding.
It reminds
A lot
me
of
of
people-
the. There's a couple of SNL skits. Maine courthouse. Have you guys seen those?
No.
They're freaking hilarious. It's like, I don't know, somewhere in Maine, right? And then they get to the judge. They're like Creole. They're like deep south. The judge and the bailiff. and the defense is just sitting there going, What are you guys talking about? And they're like, oh, we're gonna get you. And like, it's just hilarious, man. It's so hilarious. Anyway, Maine is crazy, I guess. But yeah, you gotta watch this some other time on you.
Hayden, I know you're trying to pull up that clip. I'm going to go over to the last news story. Let me know when you get it.
Yeah.
This one's more of a heartfelt story. It's a positive story. Druggies take over New Jersey Park after costly renovations, but one homeless man is fighting back. This is New York Post. This is occurring in Paterson, New Jersey, which has once again been overrun by drugs, vagrants, prostitutes, and trash dumpers. But one homeless man is fighting back. In Roberto Clemente Park, a 12-acre tract perched on one of the Silk City's roughest neighborhoods, which stood out as the withered symbol of urban decay when Rolando Vasquez first arrived 5 years ago. It was an open drug use situation when I came in. People were doing drugs out in the open, and I'd say, come on, not around here. These children deserve better. There's a picture of Rolando.
Nice.
Rolando was going around picking up all the needles, running off all the drug dealers, running off all the vagrants. They went ahead in 2000. This is right outside, of course, where Joe Lewis was, or Joe Clark was, from, of course, Lean on Me.
Yep.
Okay, and they went ahead and they spent $200,000 to install all blue and new playground equipment. And, of course, as soon as they build the playground equipment, the drug peddlers and addicts come in, the bubs return, and Vasquez comes in. And he starts fighting with these people.
Wow.
Yes, he keeps the dealers out of the park. And if he sees them, he approaches them all by himself and says, nah, we're not doing this today, not here.
Nice.
And Mike Johnson, who's the 47-year-old city man, who says he's taking his life in his own hands when he does that. He rakes up the needles, scoops up the garbage, and scrubs clean his little piece of a troubled city he's done every day for the last 5 years. Now, my question is if the city of Patterson knows this is going on, and if this guy's out here helping us, this is a positive piece, why are they not giving this guy some money to go ahead and do this and help clean up that part of the city?
Kind of
Support the guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 100%.
The guy's doing the right thing. I mean, the guy's homeless.
At the risk of his own safety.
Yeah.
To try to help the kids out in the community.
Right.
Again, it's
No.
yeah. He goes, this is extremely rare to see a needle, but if I do, it's a really old one. And a lot of the residents in the township say it's because of him we have a clean park. He starts every morning at 7 a.m. And he does a better job than the city, a lot of the residents say. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. Fantastic.
But,
Epic.
yeah. So, again, just a really great news story. Again, they got some pictures of some of the kids out there playing because the area is clean and needle-free where he's keeping it clean. He's watching stuff. So, again,
it's a good positive story to end on there.
Yeah.
it's just Roberto Vasquez. So, again, just Rolando Vasquez. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, again, any luck with that clip there, Hayden, from SNL?
Coming right up.
Oh, wow.
Here we go.
Oh, thank you. That was hilarious.
Oh,
Anyways. Good
Hayden, I'm going to dress you up in an alligator for our next episode.
Oh, wow.
And maybe I'll dress up in the burrito outfit from Chipotle.
There you
You
go.
could
Diddy
chase
party.
me around
Party.
with that.
Welcome to the Diddy party.
That's
Look,
hilarious.
I'm telling you, we got the scissoring. That's all we got to do. Like Katy Perry at the VMAs. That's all we need to do.
God.
Hey, you saw it. I didn't have to tell you it happened. I saw it. I didn't just we didn't play that clip tonight.
So when you struggle to stay relevant, that kind of stuff happens, I think.
Yeah.
Stay relevant. I'm trying to get relevant. I'm not trying to.
He's trying to get there. He wants an invitation.
Have you not seen my online sales for my books? I mean, come on. I need more.
Yep.
Hayden, Robert, I want to say thank you for coming
Yes.
tonight. And thank you for
Hey, thanks
participating
for
with the
having
news and sticking with us with the penis jokes and the
penis
killer
jokes?
wasps and
Yeah.
and McDonald's and
Adam Driver's T-Square.
Yeah, that was insane. Yeah, right. But thank you for having me. I know I watched a few of these. They're very entertaining. They're a lot of fun. So when you asked, I jumped at it. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
really appreciate it. Very nice to meet you. Very nice to have you on. Hope
Nice
you
to
can
meet
join
you
us
guys
again.
too.
Tell us
Absolutely.
where we can go to find Coil and Fang.
Yeah, coilandfang.com, coylandfang.com. Sign up. You can sign up there for just follow signs for a free book, and I'll send you a newsletter and you get a free book out of it. So hope you enjoy. And all my books are on Amazon. So you can find them there.
Can't beat that. Free is for me. Hayden, anything closing remarks for tonight?
Thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're
Absolutely.
subscribed, great. If not, thank you again for spending time with us. We appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.
There you go.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good one.